Hello, this is Jared, and this is my third attempt of the Prehistoric DLC on hard mode on this asteroid that's metal poor, trying to get all achievements. And this time I think I'm gonna actually get it. This is the 3 dupes that I'm gonna be starting with. So unlike last time, I don't have 2 bionic dupes. That burned way too much metal. Unlike the first time, I'm not having a dupe that can cook. That's making me a little bit nervous, but I think it's gonna work out. And finally, I've got multiple interests, but I'm tilting the athletics towards the top there, just for the 50% run speed. That's different. But I do have miner that has mole hands, builder that's handy, and courier to move stuff around that's buff. No one's good in the kitchen or artwork, but that should be fine. So to start off with, one thing I always do is turn off disinfect, but something I don't normally do is take away the break time. That advice comes from Cedric, pointing out that we have a new hope bonus, which is going to last for 3 cycles, so we don't really need to worry about break time. Another thing that I'm doing differently is I'm going over this direction, because I know there's a polluted water vent. I want that outputting water right away, because I was getting a little bit short of water towards the cycle 100 or so. So these guys need something. So the next move is to start to carve out a spot above our base for our barracks and latrine, while we make progress towards our polluted water vent over here. And there it is. So that's nice. That's going to start outputting polluted water earlier than last time. We've got a little metal that has hit the ground, so I'll use that to create some rooms. Oops, not quite right. Put that one both here and here. Floor here for our latrine, and we'll design the inside of these rooms. So this part is pretty much the same. We've got 3 cots, 3 outhouses, forming everything in rooms. Oops, there we go. Oh, and I guess we're gonna need a door right there. Okay, so let me check. We've got an outhouse or a latrine and a barracks. Next thing I'm doing differently is I'm going up here to get my metal. Reason for that is, well, compared to the last time where I went down here. The reason for that is there's a lot of carbon dioxide that kind of heads towards the base, so I want to avoid that situation this time around. We'll also get in the research portal early, just because, not that we really need it. Dupes find a little bit of rest. See that this plant can be harvested. We'll do that. Okay, well, let's take a moment to see what the big fuss is about. Of course, we know massive asteroid is on our way. We have to take it down. That is 99 cycles. And this time, I'm going to take it out and get the carnivore achievement, as well as the locavore, which hasn't been a challenge. But the carnivore and that guy has been, but things are going to be different this time around. So we need to dig out a little bit of metal, and we can get started with the next project. So now we're going to set up lavatory. Dig over here as well to get access to this guy. Yeah, you can get up there. Have a power production area with 4 batteries. We're going to be welcoming a new dupe, 1.3 cycles, so we'll have a cot for them set up soon. Dupes find something to eat. Let's store some dirt here for our laboratory area. Oh, and let's make this a actual laboratory with 2 research stations. I'm not going to do any research because the next dupe is going to be a dupe that can research really well. Okay, double check. We've got a laboratory and we can make some power. Yes. At this point, we've got 13,000 calories. And I've got a plan to avoid using the micro musher earlier on by finding some buried objects all around. We're going up first for the reason that eventually we're going to have hydrogen up there, so I'd like to explore that area. But before we do that, I want to get a pitcher pump, mostly so that we can get water in this guy here, wash basin, to avoid sickness. I'm going to put that right here, but I don't want this to be sunk into water, so we'll move that over by 1. Somebody. Awesome, and let's put that right there. Okay, we can dig out underneath it at some point, but we have water for now. And that was the interesting part. How far can I go without using the micro musher like I normally do? Okay, you guys should have that opened up sooner than later. There we go. Half a cycle until we start our research. It's 18,000 calories. Let's make our way up, guys. So this gives us a little bit of early exploration. The top priority was seeing that polluted water vent in my mind. Maybe let's have a concentration on going up. Up, 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 and up. $24,000 calories. And time for our scientist. So we're bringing in scientists. Unlike the other dupes that are concentrating on the athletics points, I'm upping science over here with a quick learner, obviously. But this is a bit of a leap of faith. I'm really wanting to have someone that can cook, but I'm just going to rely on the fact that there's going to be enough food and buried objects, at least until we can get another dupe. In 3 cycles from now, scientist, let's do a couple things. First of all, let's give you your advanced research. And first thing I want to research is air systems over here. So scientists will work in the laboratory. Okay, you know what? Let's make this clear to everyone. Scientists will work in the laboratory. There we go. There we go. All right, let's get the right dupe for the job. We're going to continue to have everyone go up here and dig out some buried objects. 27,000 calories. But we have to remember dupes are eating twice the amount of calories than usual. And now I've got the ability to build some pumps. With our new technology... Oh, hold on. I forgot to put scientists in their schedule. I guess you're going to stay there for now. But anyways, moving on. We'll have scientists wake up, continue researching. And we'll use our new technology. Actually, I want to avoid dupes from scientists over here now. So we'll make it so that only 2 dupes take a break at the same time. So we'll get a pump here to access this water. I'm going to put electrolyzer here. Scientists working, of course, on that research. And speaking of that, there it is. So with that research complete, scientists go back to researching gas pump. Reason for that, this guy's going to give us a little bit of hydrogen as well as oxygen. How is oxygen at the moment? Probably completely fine. But yeah, having that carbon dioxide over here, liking that setup. Though there is some food that we should probably be getting down to harvest. There's our electrolyzer. And new technology. Next goal for the research is to get a supercomputer. Dupes, meanwhile, I'm going to set up a wire and a pipe. Try to get this electrolyzer on. 19,000 calories. Still more buried objects higher up. Oh, I see buried object right there, actually. And one of the things we're going to want to do is create a tile right there for our supercomputer to sit on. Going to go to priorities for just a moment, tell Miner to concentrate on digging. 1.8 cycles to the next dupe. That's probably going to be a dupe that can cook. Kind of shaping this area up for hydrogen to float. Made that higher priority of attending to the outhouses. Don't want those to become plugged up. Next thing I want technology-wise is this fire pole. Actually, hold on. Before we start that, let's upgrade our laboratory. Okay, and then we will get a supercomputer. I like this version myself. Make that the priority. Scientists, you could hang around. Or not, whatever. Or not. Okay, so that gives us our laboratory back. Now back to my original thinking. Let's get a fire pole together. And so we're starting to get hydrogen up here. I also probably want to get the pump built up there before hydrogen fills that area too much. So we're going to make a priority of getting this pump in here. Similar to the liquid pump, we're going to get power in a pipe. Once we have that, we'll open up this whole area for hydrogen to float up here. Not plugging this guy in, so we don't get oxygen in that. There we are. Start to open up this area then. Oh, we've got a skill starting with Miner. Good job. Dupe's finding terrible meal, but at least there's calories. There's 16,000 calories at the moment. Oh, this is not working out. How should I do this? Like that, I'm thinking. Actually, if the whole point is... Oh no, there's two objects. We'll do this. We'll do this plan instead. Another skill. Builder. Let's get you building even better. And we're going to open up this just to allow easy flow of our hydrogen. Do the same thing over here. Excellent. That's ready to go for later. Oh, and skill. Courier, let's give you a little bit of strength, 400 extra kilograms of carrying capacity. So I want to start making our way down. There's going to be lots of buried objects there. Oh, good work, scientist. Next thing I want to research here is electric grill meal preparation. I'm going to make this little wall here so water doesn't fall in with us. Oh, and we've got new technology. Let's utilize that. It's our fire pole. Unlike last time where I had bionic dupes and I had to start burning metal, I'm not having to do that. I think it took me much longer last time to make a fire pole. Sign of things maybe weren't going the best. And new dupe time. So another leap of faith. I'm taking another dupe that cannot cook. We're going to see how far we can go without the micro musher. But this is going to be rancher. It'll also give me access to early ranching abilities. Not sure if I'll actually use that. We're concentrating on running, so they're going to be useful. Unlike the cook, who will not be as quick. So we're going to start to go down. Careful not to dig that out until the right time. We don't want that water to spill over. So 12,000 calories. Getting our fire pole in. Oh, whoops. Let's put rancher down there. Maybe add an extra outhouse just to be safe. Open this up a bit. And research. Okay, so we've got that. Let's get lighting. I'll do smart home too, but I want lighting access. Gonna dig out a spot for the kitchen with the micro mushers, but we don't actually want to build it just yet. It's also pushing us towards some more buried objects. Is there hydrogen? Okay, we got a little bit of hydrogen up there. That's great. We'll take advantage of that later. And let's try to make it easy to get down, because we're going to want to get down there to explore some buried objects to continue our calorie intake. Let's maybe concentrate on getting this done here. Okay, next research project. Since I see some hydrogen, I would love a hydrogen generator with advanced power regulation. So we'll start that up. We need a way to get down here too, don't we? So the next cot, I'm certain, must be a dupe specializing in cooking. Excellent. Now it's going to be a big carbon dioxide area. Oh, this is nice. So I'm digging down this direction just so we can get into that oxygen bubble. We want to explore low early on because we're just going to get more and more carbon dioxide. So let's make a rush of getting down there. 12,000 calories. I'm hoping I did not make a big mistake. So some calories here. Don't kind of want to limit the amount of carbon dioxide. Is that even gonna? Let's just go in. Let's just go in. Oh, and I see some quick calories sitting right down here as well. When you're a buried object. Fill this in. Oh, the buried object there and there. Extend our fire pole 15,000 calories. Okay, 1.3 dupes. I think this is going to work. Scientist finding some lunch. Priority that last outhouse. Continuing on with our research. Some buried objects over here. I think maybe it's time to map out some spots for buried objects all around. Plus, I guess we're ready to go in here as well. So every part of me wants to make a micro musher, so I'm getting nervous about my calories. But we're holding off. To make exploration down here a little bit easier to find all these buried objects, we're going to get an electrolyzer sitting right there. We'll have to bring down some power in our water pipe line. Excellent. So for research, maybe portable gas if I want to store away some stuff, but I feel like, yeah, having a smart battery is something I'm going to want soon. How are we doing for hydrogen? Okay, a little bit up there. We'll have even more, I guess, with this electrolyzer once that bag goes online. So we're taking a little bit of... Oh, I see another buried object. Something to get up there. But yeah, we're taking... Oh, no. Actually, we're not taking any time off, really, from buried objects. I forget Miner is focusing on digging. Okay, that's really good. Water's making its way down. Okay, power. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are we missing something? Oh, yeah. The middle wire. Okay, so water's lined up. We just need a little bit of power in there. Very low on calories. Though it is time for our next dupe. And then we have Chef, who has a +7 to cuisine, but we're going to give them the ability to use the electric grill here, giving them another +2. Rancher, let's give you improved farming. For schedule, I guess you can go with Rancher there, Chef. And we're going to be setting up an electric grill down here, and a micro musher. Still trying to hold off on using that micro musher for just a little bit more. Right, and let's try making toasted mimolets. Installed lights here. I'll try to turn that on while Chef is using that, and then disconnect it when they're not there. It's at this point that I seriously crave automation. So I'm going to make a rock crusher soon, but just before I get a rock crusher, let's utilize some of this hydrogen so we can minimize time that dupes spend on the manual generator. I might even tell a Chef not to go in the manual generator because they're needed in the kitchen more than anyone else is doing anything else. It's a matter of food. Do we not have any more? Maybe we'll make that a 6. There we are, toasting this up, and of course, we want to optimize. Give you some lights. Nearly 10,000 calories. And research. Since we're going to be getting more metal, let's do advanced automation. Two smart batteries to store some excess power from our hydrogen. carrier generating a little bit more power the painful way. Once you guys get this connected, we'll send some hydrogen down. Still some areas to dig out to find some buried objects. Okay, so that is that. Now, here's the thing. We don't have a lot of hydrogen, but if I connect this and I watch this, I can make sure this gets disconnected at the appropriate time. Maybe let's stop there. What I'd like to do down here, well, now we'll try disabling this guy. We'll see if we can get away with that. I'm going to connect this, and then the reason I brought these in, because the moment I cut that, that's going to keep charging for a certain amount of time. So while that's going on, we can make a rock crusher. So here is our rock crusher. Be watching our batteries charge a little bit. And do a little disconnect. There's going to be still a little bit of hydrogen in there, so it'll keep charging. Chef keeping that mimolette going. Dupe's installing everything up here. Nice thing is we won't have to have anyone on the manual generator to use the rock rush. Oh, field research, nice. It's going to improve our research even more. It won't take long to get old disconnecting, reconnecting. Don't see anyone over here. So please, dupes, let's make some metal, if you will. So got an electrolyzer plan set up here to go on every other floor. So now that you're in here, I'll give you some light access. And we should be able to do a little bit of automation. So I will bring a wire down like that for the first bit of automation. Disconnect that, yeah. And with a little bit more, we'll automate this and this. Just so we fully cover this area. And we can finish our automation, which means I'll be able to connect this and not have to worry about lights anymore. But I still have this holding me down, so I don't want to waste too much time on that. I don't know. Are you? Yeah, you're confined. Let's get you out of there. Oh. Oh. I forgot about you. Okay. Time to plan this. So what I don't want to have happen is this become overpressured. Last time I ran out of polluted water. I want to store some. I think the best way to do that is just to knock this wall down. I'll lose this area. But I think between not having enough water and using the resources in here, I mean, there's other feather biomes. So we're going to do that. It is cycle 11, and this is the first time I'm asking for mush bars. But also a special project over here. Miner, thank you. Oh, never mind, I guess. Miner, you're going to have to come back. You're the only one that can dig through granite. There we are. Okay, maybe... I mean, sand. Well, another dupe can take care of that. Put that back. Oh, and I don't see any power, so let me charge that up. Okay, so now we're going to get some germs spilling back, so let's lock that off, high priority. Let me see if I've got a smart battery. not yet. Okay, so minimum amount of germs over here, unfortunately, but it's not close to the base. Disconnect this. Oh, oh, if I ran out of power, I wouldn't be able to run. Well, I could always turn the manual generator on, I guess. Scooping a little bit more hydrogen. This is another place that desperately needs some automation. So we've got that, and maybe while all this is going on, we'll do our next project. Yes, smart battery. There we go. Let's see, courier doing some cooking, and it's occurring to me I never told anyone not to do any cooking unless you're chef. Okay, so we'll do that. Next thing we're going to do is add in a smart battery and transformer. And what I'm going to aim to do is I was going to say let those batteries drain out. I think they already did. Okay, so if that's the case, let's disconnect this from the circuitry. Hopefully we don't need that again. Where are we with our hydrogen? Do we have hydrogen in line? No! No, forget. Okay, this is why things need to be automated. Nuts. Okay. What's the damage here? Do we have oxygen at that location? All right. I'll patch this up. Okay, so the plan is just to take out some of the oxygen pipes. Oh, did I forget that one? We can reconnect those, but I'm going to keep power off until we have things automated. Well, at least there's hydrogen in the line. That's kind of the main thing I want. Ah, nice. Thank you, chef. Though, well, you're not cooking me because there's no power. Well, let's get the power rolling by connecting this. But before we do that, let's connect this. So we've got our heavy wire line going through transformer and then into this. Boom, there we go. And because, let me just double check. I've got a connection there. Maybe make that 95. Whew, I've automated all the, not all the things. Okay, I guess we need, oh yeah, advanced research yet to be done. Okay, well, if that's the case, oh yeah, got another project coming up here. It involves cleaning out this area, so we'll start with that. This is going to give us access to a little bit of metal. Not a bad thing. Technically, we don't need the bass. Just leave those for now. Deciding to put in an infinite gas storage. In the past, I've been lazy and just made gas reservoirs, and that just leads me to having to make multiple. Also, I realize we don't have a barracks anymore, so we'll put doors there, but it is now time for another dupe. Now we've got Baker joining the team. I'm hoping this doesn't hurt me, but planning on having them not do any medical or digging work. +6 to cuisine. Let's get them to arrive and add grilling. Put them in a schedule. Don't want them to be in the same schedule as chef. Let's at least offset them by that much. It's not quite what I want. There we go, chef, and then Baker, who arrives. And yeah, a couple just random little things right now. A second micro musher. Automation up here. And digging out this spot. Put in a bottom. I'm going to have to find a little bit of liquid to go in here. So here we're searching for or selecting hydrogen. Polluted water is making its way over. Maybe make a priority of getting our barracks back. Just be kind of nice. Oh, right. And there's no point in bringing Baker over unless I'm actually going to tell them to prioritize on cooking. Let's make some mush fry too. Alright, we still automation needed up here. I think that might be the last little bit of this. And at this point, research, nothing in particular coming up, but we'll keep going. Stuff I'm going to need in future. Let's set that to be 120. Is that reachable? It is. No one's just gotten up there yet. Nice. Okay, so that's now automated, which means I can plug that in and forget about it. Is there still hydrogen in the line? There is. Hopefully that's going to stay the case. Otherwise, I'll have to bring in the manual generator. Calories currently at snack, mostly in snack root. So, yeah, might as well create more of that. How long to the next dupe? 2.4 cycles. I guess I got to think about. Oh yeah, this is for carbon dioxide. Let's do our carbon dioxide before that gets to be built up too much, and then I can open up this area to let that flow in that direction. So bringing in another electrolyzer. I better make it a ladder there to get across. But we'll have a pump here with automation. Just waiting for a little bit of more metal to finish that. Realize I shouldn't have made that tile there just yet. Let's put this in. What I did is I just put a single thing of water sitting right there. So if I destroy that, we should be able to mop that up. Did I even... No, it's not the bridge I wanted to destroy. It was the pipe. Okay, I might have to temporarily turn this off because I don't want this water to go in here. You can finish your last one there. Nope. There we go. Doing a little bit of mop up over here. You're not grabbing the water, are you? Drop it. Drop water. Drop it. Oh, the supercomputer. Ugh. Okay, forgot about that. It's not the only thing using water. Okay, well, rebuild. Let's try this again. Okay, I'm going to now, well, I guess we can destroy it first. Oh, I didn't connect. Ugh. Try it again. How are we doing? Okay, still tasks to do, be done there. Excellent. Let's, I guess we can destroy this first. Maybe disable our supercomputer. There we go. Let's do some mopping up. Alright, and I have to remind myself there's a very specific 200 grams. I need or 2,000 grams. I need something that it's 400. That would work. 1,400 would also work. 2,400 would not. That would be too much. Let's take this one. Middle option. Chuck it right there. Boom. Don't. I was just about to seal that up. I realized I have to empty it. Okay. And we'll throw that like that. Now, normally, if I wanted a pure carbon dioxide area, I'd create a vacuum after this is being sealed off. Starvation. Make mush bars. Mush bars. Why are you starving if there's calories? There could just be, yeah, they were just on their way for food. Oh, you guys are making me nervous. Oh, and let's not forget, re-enable that. Okay, so that means we can get gas in here. I've got an output line if I ever want to grab it later on. But yeah, I'll throw in a mix of anything, chlorine, carbon dioxide. Let's see. not gate. We're going to look for not oxygen filter. Is what's missing. So connect this like that, and that. Double check. This is running fine. Still have polluted water outputting, which I like to see. Calories are at 7,000. Dupes are finishing up this project. Breathable oxygen. I'm just curious. Got another cycle or so to the next dupe. Another electrolyzer going in. Okay, so that is going to make it... builder's just kind of hanging out there. Sure, why not? Awesome. Okay, so what this is until we receive oxygen at this point, we should keep getting carbon dioxide out of the way so these guys can go down and explore. Oh yeah, I forgot to show this. Dupes were down here and getting some lettuce growing, waterweed. A little bit of soggy feet. We'll, oh no, I was just going to mop that up. Forget about you. All right, the other... Oh yeah, I do want to get down. Maybe I'll make a plan to do that now. Actually, now that the carbon dioxide is a little bit lower, it might be... well, actually, I should wait for a little bit more until... I was like, do you have weird eyes? That's two critters together. That confused me so much. All right, I'll think about what to do next. I am nervous, though, about our calories. Let's maybe do that. My understand here is probably going to be a difficult... Oh, I guess they don't have to go any further. That's enough for that second water weed to start growing. What we're doing now is getting a great haul. And in particular, what I'm happy about... No, I'm certainly not happy you're trapped. But, okay, actually... Now that we've got that, this is supposed to be a floating water cooler, so we can actually take that out. Put some mesh toweling there. But yeah, this does a few things. Obviously, morale's going to be higher. It's instructing the dupes where to go, so they're not going to take food and say go way up here just because they think that's a pretty area or something like that. But also, automated lights. I forget about that. Cedric pointed that out with the carnivore, not the carnivore achievement, with the fact that we're on hard mode and these dupes take twice the amount of calories, they also take twice the amount of time to eat. So giving them a little bit of light access, I think, would be smart skill-wise. Let's give you strength and builder on improved construction. We'll put in some of these ring rose bushes. And research rather. Let's just do that. Keep going with the mush bar. I don't know that we have time for mush fry, to be honest. I think we just need to eat mush bars at the moment. Another skill point. That's minor. Okay, now we can go through Abyssite. Another skill point, that is rancher. So now we can do critter ranching. Not quite ready for that, I don't think, but I don't want to waste too much time until we do that. But it is not the dirtles this time that I'm going to be trying to put in stables. It'll be you, alum. Okay, what do I do? Do I take another dupe? I think so. Now we'll bring in farmer. Can't do farming until we get the locavore achievement, but we'll put them in the same schedule as Baker. And I guess technically we can give them farming. Okay, so that's that. Calories is quite low. Oh, power issue for just a brief second. Maybe a sign we need another transformer. Technically that maybe will be a lower priority thing since we don't actually need that at the moment. This will open this door. Not everyone has a chair at the table yet, guys. Oh, you know what? I think we just need to spin out mush spur. Okay, we came back. Well, I mean, gotta keep going. Maybe we'll just do infinite. Excellent. And there is our Great Hall. My plan from this point is to bring in bionic dupes. So I've got 8 normal dupes. And I'm thinking 4 bionic dupes. I'm going to plan to get down here so we can get some hydrogen to support the hydrogen, or to support the bionic duplicants. But yeah, this will take us to a total of 12. Door can be opened. So if we're going to do that, then we have to do a little bit of preparation. Let's see. At this point, I don't care specifically what I research. Maybe a bit. Oh, this door, actually, mechanized airlock. I have a feeling that's going to be needed soon. 6,000 calories. I want to see someone cooking. Seriously. Chef munching away and going to bed. Oh, great. But at least Baker's down there. That's something. I think I just finished the research on the apothecary. Yes. Maybe put that right there. So we'll store gunk right at that location. And what was I doing with... Alright, they're constructing that now. Oh, and then open that door. And let's have a look down here. And we got a fire pole going down. We want to get down to that point. Now, here's the thing. 1.7 cycles to the next bionic dupe arrives. At least they have a place to use in the gunk extractor. Oh, let's make sure we've got a barracks for them. So... assuming that we're going to have 4 bionic dupes, which is pretty much what I'm thinking. I had 6 last time. It actually worked out, except for the fact that I was pulling a little bit too much power at the end. I want to be able to control access here in the washroom. Oh, and yeah, well, maybe I'll leave that now. Some down here, too. Forgot to dig those out earlier. So now we start the descent. I also want to have a spot here to store bleachstone. It might be a good location. Alright, and I've got to think about what to do next. First of all, I'm going to raise this, and then we'll go from there. Well, I have a very interesting idea at this point. First of all, we're going to research the ability for smelting. So we get the core rooms. We've got both barracks for the bionic dupes and washrooms, specifically with a gunk extractor and apothecary. In fact, let's click on... oh, I can't yet. Never mind. We'll come back to that. But I want to get a metal refinery. We're going to take out the rock crusher. Part of me thinks, I don't know. I want to get a bunch of power bank chargers. That takes a little bit of metal. Maybe I should have made this in the rock crusher. I'm just really wanting to conserve my metal, particularly because we're on a metal poor asteroid.
A little bit worried about how long this whole setup is going to take, but let's have a look at the skills. Extra grilling. Soldering station is something that will be needed as well. We'll connect this in and take that out. Make sure that gets upgraded towards the first of this project. And at this point, I'm not concerned. We can slowly let this carbon dioxide fill out. And then we got a pump down here to take care of that. Awesome. Okay, let's continue our path down this direction. I see a little bit of bleach stone. We're already prepared for that. We will specify bleach stone to be stored right here at high priority. Miner is able to cut through some of this abyssite. However, I don't want them to go down. Maybe I'll get them to go down as far to the point that they can at least see the Saturn critter trap. A bit of wiring left there. This will be a difficult project for you with the lack of oxygen, but maybe you could make it to this point. There's 1, 2. Awesome. Okay, that might be good enough. You're having to hold your breath for a good amount of time. You know what? I'll plan is to get a bionic dupe down here. I don't know if that's going to be too much to ask for them, but we want to put a door there to control access. But yeah, I'm planning on storing hot liquid here. I'm fine with that as long as that's on mesh tiles to minimize the impact to the environment. 18,000 calories mush bar. Yeah, let's take that off for a moment. Maybe make a little mush fry. Okay. Yeah, this is okay, because they're going to arrive with a few power banks. Let's get a bionic dupe in here. So meet array. I brought in the extreme digging booster capability. Urbanite. Let me see. Check out their schedule. They got thrown into. Let's try to make them not. Whoops. Oh yes, this is. I find this such a confusing thing. It takes a little bit to kind of get your head around sometimes. Let's just take that and that. Do that. Technically, I'm pretty sure that we're going to grab one of these because there's no other cots. But you know what? Just to be absolutely certain, we'll do that. Until array, you're not allowed in here. I don't want you clogging up one of those outhouses. And aha. You could probably get around that if you wanted to. And a skill. Oh, yeah, of course, that's for array. Let's give you a booster processing. Speaking of boosters, let's get a crafting station set right there. And maybe I get you to sleep so that you can get a digging booster before you go down there. If we're going to do that, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should give us enough microchips to make a digging booster. Scientist back at it. Mush bars being made. Okay, so I'm going to put the metal refinery right there, and let me just put in the finishing touches. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping this is not a terrible idea. Do we have a power plant? No, not yet. Oh, we don't have a door. Well, let me do that. So that'll be right in the future, too. But yeah, so instead of consuming water from over here, I decided I'm going to use this little area. Ultimately, it's just going to be heated up, and I'm hoping not to be affecting the environment. Currently, the electrolyzer is producing the most heat, but it's going to be consumed with mush bar anyway. Where are we with calories? Okay. The other thing I've got going on is a wire down there to access that door. Also have to bring up a hydrogen line. Oh, I was not checking on our digging booster, so apparently was that not enough sleep? Let's get a little bit more. Right, yeah, just a little bit more. That's going to give them 2 boosters. I will then... Oh. No one can rotate the boosters. Hold on. I look at microchips. This is 0. Okay, sometimes it does that. I'm just gonna say digging booster whether I see it or not, and make that a high priority, and let's just see what happens. Meanwhile, let's tell Miner, or Array rather, to wake up. Yeah, it works anyway. So Array is creating their booster. Open up this door. Now, do we have a power plant? Yes, we do. We've got water going to our refinery. Oh, and I disconnected that just because I wasn't sure. That's right. So let's now connect that. Okay. This is where we see if this is a terrible idea or not, but maybe store some input material there. No one can use this yet. But, oh, I'll store some abyssalite next. Oh, abyssalite. Let me go plan a dig right down here. So right now, I want to get Array their new digging booster so they can dig through anything I don't need them to. Shove that in you there, Array. And then we're going to go down here and still don't have that door created. So there's no guarantee which dupe is going to do this, but I'm kind of hoping Array will do this. Alright, I want multiple dupes. But Ray's here. No, it's Miner, never mind. Okay, so with that, let's say no one's allowed in here, unless you're bionic. Take Array down here. Let me just focus Array on digging. That way maybe I don't have to set priorities, which would be a nicer way of doing this. So the rest of the dupes can dig out some material there, install a gas line going up. Maybe let's get ready for both farming and ranching, starting with agriculture. Builder carbon dioxide. Array going to dig. No, down here. What? Oh, it did not do that, right? Try this again. Right over here. Calories, always watching this. 14,000 mush bar. I think we're okay. Keep a close eye on that. But power is the main thing that I want to increase right now. Hydrogen specifically. Let's get granite ladder going down. I might have to tell them to prioritize off digging for a moment. Just make this a priority. So this is going to give Miner something to do. Array. Now they only have so many eco power banks. Power. Did I actually connect this? I wonder if we want to put in our second power plant. There we go. Ray, what are you doing up here? You go down here and help us with this construction. Oh, you can't. Oh. Okay, the other thing, I got burned on not having a ladder going down. And anyway, let's avoid that situation. I did not enjoy that. Someone else can pick up on the metal refinery there, Array. Alright, nice thing about bionic dupes, they can work really well in a low oxygen area. Where are you going? Picking up dirt. Why are you picking up dirt? Seriously. Now where are you going? Supplying cooking ingredients. Someone else can do that. Leave that alone. Try 9. If I did that, does that do anything? There you go. There you go. That's what I want to see. Alright, so they're going to make some progress going down. We'll open this whole area up to... Apparently need to make that a 9 maybe. But it's an area for only them. We're getting some liquid here. Let's check this out. Okay, that's not looking bad. We're also going to need to get that raised just a little bit. And actually, this is perfect. So, because instead of making a pitcher pump or taking the water up here, we're taking the water up, utilizing it in this process by making metal. Gonna get hot metal here, aren't we? I mean, not. There's no need to make mesh tiling on that, actually, in my mind. Calories is looking good. Baker grilling. This only just improves our ability to cook, though we seem to be able to maintain things with these two cooks. I was worried about not keeping the dupes baking and or the cooking dupes concentrating on just interested in cooking. Let's open this area up. This is what I like to see, hydrogen in here. And ultimately, the whole goal is to make a pump that we can take some this lovely hydrogen out. So just before I leave them with that, let's make sure there's, I think I'll assign a skill, and I think, oh awesome, applied research. We need a research project. I'm kind of running out of what I think might be needed. Maybe material study. And I think these guys need a project to keep them occupied. Okay, so that is there. Let me destroy this. And yeah, we'll come back with maybe a washroom upgrade. So we'll put in a washroom, some showers. Finishing up some tiling up here. Maybe when is the break of our bionic dupes? Curious if I can slide in some tiling up here too. And we'll put in the piping. I like to do this first. And we'll put in all the equipments. And we'll store some of the polluted water over here. We'll deal with it later on. How did we get? Still making progress down there. Good. Let's make a plan to go over here because there's also these guys. Oh, right. Forget about this. I actually have to take action here in order to get that producing any hydrogen. I'll make that an urgent plan. So here's the plan I'm going to leave Array with. Oh. Nobody's stressed except for a new bionic dupe. Major eye irritant, chilly surroundings, stress, and let's athletics effect. But let's see. Oh, there's also the morale. Maybe I should get them to. Oh, they're going on break soon anyway. Okay. All right. Well, I'll leave Ray here with that project. Let's go watch our washroom be formed. Oh, yeah, we got batteries being consumed. Oh, right, we've got enough metal. Maybe as lovely as washroom upgrades are. How long to the next tube? Half a cycle. Okay, we've got this ready to go. Maybe it's more urgent to gather a little bit of abyssalite. So we can get started with that construction. That dupe's going to have electrical engineering skill. Take a moment to find abyssalite. Temporarily put that as a 6. Should see some dupes going down here. Let's mop that up. Okay, that'll be enough to get us started. And I guess there's no point in prioritizing that, but this is where we're going to put our set of power bank chargers for the bionic dupes. I'll even ask for some of these to be made. Yeah, 30. Okay, next bionic dupe. So here is Char with their electrical engineering booster. Set up a schedule just for them down here. Let me think. Yeah, so with their electrical engineering booster, we finally have someone that can use the soldering station. Excellent. So this means we're going to be getting power bank chargers. They can also do an upgrade here in the power. Well, if we have microchips, probably do not have any. Okay. Maybe before we create that, let's get some microchips created first. Maybe not that many. And get back to our washroom project. Let's see how Array's doing. Oh, right. A couple things. Well, you found your cot. I figured you'd go in there, but tell Buffer not to go in here. I am going to tell them not. I'll leave this Array's the good digger. I'll keep that to an area for just Array. Add in a few of these. Let's extend our power plant. And research and skill point. Oh, buffer, right. I'm going to hold off. I would very much like to give you a booster. I think I'm going to concentrate on getting our hydrogen generators upgraded, or tuned up, rather. And look at this. Dupes have no lavatory without water, because I forgot to hook up water. Alright, shouldn't take long. Sink. And get rid of these as well. Oh, I see a skill point, but oh, never mind. That was buffer. And research. I don't even know. Oh, ranching. Ranching. Actually, do we have solid transport? We do. Okay. Let's go. Buffer. Should just assign it to them so I don't keep doing that. Okay, so we want to do this. Throw into the showers. Should have a washroom now. Good. Oh, calories. Calories. Yeah, I guess we'll keep that as it is. Oh, didn't even see it. There is a tune-up on this guy here. I think another transformer is needed now. Don't know if this is over-optimizing things, but the dupes are going to do a little bit of wiring. I'm going to disconnect this. I'll tell... Takes a little bit to deconstruct, so hold on. No. Meant to let those... There, enable... Meant to let these two batteries drain, because I like to get rid of them. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, let's do disable. Disable. And now that they're disabled, I can hook this back up. And then I can destroy this without worrying about them. There we go. Alright, just a little bit of wiring. To get our second transformer in. Check on our project down here. I've got... Oh. Well, yeah, let's just expand it. It's very important. I mark that to be done for the future. Make that actually maybe a 7, 7, and 7 and 7. That's going to ensure we keep getting hydrogen. Just bring that down. At this point, this can be done later. Yeah, that actually makes sense. That's a priority, except for the fact I didn't actually do that. Okay, so that's array work. And what did were we even up to? Oh yeah, the second transformer. We've got our power bank charger on. Microchips, we are out. And tell buffer, take a break. 30% stress. Actually, array could use a break, but no, I'll leave them alone. They've been doing well down there. This looks confusing, but I think what I was intending was this to go like that, that, and that. So basically I've got this guy who will serve this whole section in the kit, everything underneath in the kitchen. So that way we have two electrolyzers, the pump at the top, pump over there, and all this research equipment. I'm happy with that. Okay, and you were... What's going on? Are we... Oh! Oh. Okay, let me just temporarily... I don't know. We're just getting low on hydrogen. Okay, okay. Array? Array? You know what? I think buffer I told to take a break. So a couple things I could do. If I can get another upgrade. Oh. Do we have any microchips? We don't. Well, what would that even... Oh, we've got hydrogen on the way. Hold on. Not a lot. We'll get more. We'll get more. By the time... I think I'll get the I think we're okay. That's going to come back to life. I'm just going to plan another project for the dupes to do while this plays out. It's a little short project of putting automated lights in the washroom and finishing tiling. I guess technically we interrupt buffer. We can work around him. So that was all our hydrogen. I think at this point it makes sense wake buffer up and get them to contribute to this project down here so that we can get this built, because there is hydrogen available. It's just we've got no infrastructure around it to pull that up. You guys maybe work on cleaning the air because it's filthy in here. Do that. Okay, now we've got the two dupes helping out over there. Oh, right. We're not gonna... How are we going to kick this off without a manual generator? Well, I never did to destroy this one. Let's take it off the battery. Connect that like that and enable it. So someone's on the manual generator. And one more wire is needed though. Liquid exposed. Oh yeah, there is liquid. Eek. Sorry, bud. Didn't see that. Okay. Alright, well, that is going to greatly improve things. Now I've got two sources of hydrogen, both up here and down at the bottom of the base. Let's just finish this project then. The only thing is, I'm going to have to check if there's anyone else's skills that need to be upgraded. There is a microchip. Both of these have been upgraded. Oh, right now we're... Okay, add in another one of those then. Water is out. So I'll put that there. I've got to consider... Destroy that. I've got to consider, do I burn out some nickel ore for more metal? I'll look at some of my numbers. Well, let's look at the numbers now. So for nickel ore, we've got 4 tons. And just nickel, we've got not even a ton. So probably do want to make some more, but we will have to make a plan of digging out more as well. It's one thing I did. I just tried to find all the polluted dirt and polluted water. And I'm going to bring that up there where we have our deodorizer. And just a general plan to get some more nickel. That will allow us to make more metal. 12 pieces maybe. That's going to send that down there so we'll have more liquid for our production. Research. Awesome. Oh, the smoker. We're going to be using that much earlier than last time. So we've got to tune up here. We'll have another hydrogen generator. At least one microchip available. Aha. Okay, farmer. I'm expecting to get the carnivore achievement round. Yeah, well, I mean, they'll eventually are gonna need it anyway, so sure. Buffer, I mean, your morale. Maybe they just didn't go on their first break. It could be. Oh yeah, that's true. They are gonna go on their break soon. Let's start to take down this wall. Liquid, liquid. Why is no liquid? Oh, it's just in the process of loading. Okay. So this is good. Should at least make that a 6. So the bionic dupes know to At least prioritize. Open that out. Open this. Allow that hydrogen bubble to escape. Anywhere else over here. Kind of have a little bit caught hydrogen. Same thing here. Kind of don't want it. Yeah, you know what? Let's just leave that. Maybe doing that'll help minimize. Hydrogen go in that direction. Now I have to make a decision. Now we've got Cypher joining the team. So this is our third bionic dupe. What we need to do is start with schedule. Set up a special schedule for them. They're going to do a lot of sleep to make microchips to start off with. One of the things I've been forgetting is the advanced medical booster that needs to be made. Oh yeah, and in here, Cypher, you're not allowed. And allow Cypher to go down there since they're bionic. Can extend our power bank charger. So buffer will give you that. Builder. Oh, demolition. And Cypher, I'm going to hold off until you take your first break. Oh, advanced medical. Who do I give that to? Cypher is currently asleep, though. They would have just brought Gear Bomb with them. Yeah, let's give that to Cypher. So now we have a dupe that can make a Gear Bomb. Make that forever. Let's finish that little section, guys. And is that never plugged in? I guess not. And you are out of water. Okay. I've got to watch it. I've got to watch it very closely. Where are we with that? So we're going to pump out some more. We can mop that up at least. Might as well take that out. That's going to make this area uncrossable for a short period at least. So do that and that. Make a bin there for dirt. And in that. I would love to have the mechatronics engineering skills, so I'm going to set that to be created. Let's go over here and this is going to be our dirt storage. Water. I mean, there's no empty button. I would love it if there was. That'd just be too convenient, I think. Maybe we're desperate enough to... I know what we'll do. Let's... Don't have that actually connected, but let's do this. And this. So water's going in. Make that urgent. Okay, maybe I should have made that a priority type of thing. Like, well... Go. Because we're desperate for water, I'm going to do early destruction. What other things were going on? We've got our automated light. Not quite. Almost. There's that for the shower. Whew. Okay, so that is giving us access to that. I've got a plan. I'm probably going to finish up here. on cycle 25, but I'll check out to see if there's any small little things maybe I missed, such as that little section. Alright, well, I will leave it there for today. I think this is looking pretty good. I'm thinking I may have caused myself a little work with having to create and recreate liquid reservoirs, though I may not hate it. Check for the next episode to see if that remains the case. I'm going to hook that up, but I'll have that available. We're very much looking forward to mechatronics engineering. Probably first thing I'm going to do is automate the kitchen area. What are we doing? Okay, yep, we're low. Maybe I'll do this then before I forget, just because we're so freaking low on calories. I mean, this looks good. Last time I got to cycle 25 on my last try playthrough, I thought things were good. Now I think things are pretty good. But if I've done things differently in the this episode, in the next episode, I have to do things very differently. Thankfully, thanks to a lot of you guys, you've sent me some great advice. Things I need to concentrate that I'm going to start to really implement. I definitely implemented several things in this 25 episodes, but the next 25 I think are going to be very different. Anyways, until then, thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed. Just a little bonus section, because I do not want to forget about our Great Hall and bionic dupes' ability to eat in there. I guess they don't take as long as the other dupes. Maybe I'll give them some lighting nonetheless. A little bit of decorating. Okay, that's good enough.